Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, ready, right 25. 52's to Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nowhere, baby,
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And the catch made by Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
I got you.
Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Ryan will throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage is way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Alpha.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Waiting.
Watch it, 5. You don't know no better. Check.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Yeah, D.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Three buzz, three buzz, three buzz.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Empty.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Mike, 55. 55, Mike.
Wentz to throw on third and 1. Find Higbee, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. Waiting.
It's going to be a long.
Great 57.
It's going to be a long.
On play action, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's going to be a long day, fellas.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
SOS.
Throw once more on second and 10. Wentz. A gain there of 21 yards.
Come on now, let's go.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production.
Check nickel.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
It's just
Most
me
of
and
these
you.
guys are
It's just me and you. Jumper. Check
The
43.
second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play.
So don't say nothing.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be
Here we
brought
go.
down
Here we
with
go.
a first down as
Here
the
we go.
tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the
Get
ball,
off the field.
you must have a lot of confidence when you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
And going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Got him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Off.
We're scoreless.
Let's go, baby.
After 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Go. 120.
Drop deep. Tight dog.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All that Q stuff.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a play fake. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Check 26. Switch.
Wentz now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage if you do that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for Wolf, last week was any indication we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
No. Check 13.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz buying time to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range. That is going to go down. They get to it back at the 40.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort.
Let's go, boys.
But
Bring
it's
it up.
well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards. Some quarterbacks just seem to have a knack for setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action too. And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're wide receivers.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Rush in.
Hey, sprint plans.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get that ball. Space.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's keep moving. Converge.
5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
It's a party now.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
Here we go.
less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Mike 22. Mike 22. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the 31, Wentz. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25.
Here we go.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong. Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Slam. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Switch.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You can't block me.
On second and 7, Wentz.
No.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I got you, punk.
Now Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
The points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check. Mike, 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. We gotta go.
53 is the Mike. Ryan.
Hey, check.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down and then some, 36 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career.
Hey, watch the ball,
he's not through yet.
21. Watch out.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, Express! Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Gotta do better.
To throw is Ryan. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Move. 4 down.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touched down just outside of the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Thielen, as the first half is winding down. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They can't hang with us.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
51. Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. It's complete to Diggs.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
Let's set a
try and
tone,
hit them
fellas.
a little
Let's
bit
set a
more
tone.
with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
You got tight.
Great 15. Great 15. Sunday.
On play action, Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Hey, South. Watch 36. Get out.
Second and 5 down.
He's not going to get me.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ryan now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Watch the run.
Here's Ryan to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 10, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Baby, let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short field.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Here we go. You're all mine. Undercrunch.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Alert 3.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Well, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of 1st downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Let him know.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Ready, Blue 80.
Bring it. Check. 53.
21.
Check. 53's mine.
21 tonight.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Fielded just inside the 30.
Come on. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
22. Hey, kill.
Hey. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Run. They're running it.
It's a touchdown.
22, Mike 22.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Wentz escaping the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
24, check 24.
On 1st down.
Run, go!
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Last stop.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
Here's Ryan. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready, 53, check. Hey, white.
Here we go.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Mike.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
I know you feel
But
that.
in all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Focus, defense, focus.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, 25. Here we go.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Even.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. And Diggs has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Watch 36.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ryan airing it out for Olsen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead.
5-9.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will.
Baby,
That
let's
play
go.
backfires
Let's
in a
go.
big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
He ain't got it. Check three. Ready to go.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here I come.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and goal. Wentz, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. Use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Here we go.
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
52's the mic. Why? 25 tonight.
Throwing again.
It's our time,
Ryan
guys. It's our time.
looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 53 yards.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Alert. Alert.
From the gun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Baltimore.
Now Crosby for the point after. practice, a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chiefs take over.
Let's go, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
You're not
last
ready.
time,
You're not
decent
ready.
field position. Pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you.
Casey,
all
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
I'm coming after you.
He's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
With the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down.
Watch 86 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's Ringo.
Operating from the gun.
Three down.
Ryan is going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
Let's go.
And a big
Interception,
turnover
baby,
there
all
as his
day,
guys
all
will
day.
get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did because you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape the win. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Good
Yeah,
work to
baby.
pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right there.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their
Mike,
timeouts
22 is coming, 22 is
as they'll
coming,
talk
Mike,
it
Mike.
over here before
You
what will
better
be
be
an
afraid of
important
me.
3rd down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't think you got it,
Not
son.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Run. 3.
This is Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Come on.
That's going to go
Yeah,
as a
buddy.
loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down.
4 down.
On 2nd down now. Dalvins. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Go. 20.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so